Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. My channel. What's new on my channel? Alright, yeah, I know that's good. Alright. We're good over there, we're good over there, and I need one more thing. Or is my old one open from earlier? Nope, I closed it. Alright, let's see if this gets it. Okay. It's the same as the usual. Alright, let's get this party started. Hey, check check 1 2 1 2. Do I want this bar here? I do want this bar here, but I need this bar lower, like around here, and then I need this bar to be this color. Yeah, that's fine. And then I need my music slider to be over here, and I'll stretch it to right there. Perfect. Alright. Hey, how's it going? I'm Mario Hero, and I make pop culture spray can fusions. But, you know, I've been talking about doing game dev streams for a bit, and today is the day that I'm actually going to do one. So, I've been working on this character for a current mobile game that I'm working on, and where else would I talk about it besides here with you guys? So, today is a different type of stream than I usually do. I'm gonna try to talk about some of my process while I'm in the process of doing it. This is only a Twitch and YouTube stream today, so feel free to ask questions if you have any questions about things, or like what I'm doing, or like you're just ultimately curious about what things are. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're brand new, welcome in. Let's get it. Also, I have water so I can stay hydrated during this stream. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna move this over here and hope that it doesn't break anything. I don't need this menu over here, but I need this and this to the side. I barely look at this screen anyways, but if I do it this way, I think that's good. I'll minimize some things that I don't need. Let's see, standard view. Did that break anything? No, it just shifted things and put things into the, okay. No standard view. Let's see, expert view, what's that? I don't like that one. Animation and rigging, they're gonna give me a timeline. Okay, I could deal with standard. It has my mail script bar down there that I'm not gonna use during this stream. Can I not adjust this? Just, nope. Can I adjust this one? That's good. The attribute editor is currently, oh, so the attribute editor has to be that big. Okay, at least in this mode. Alright, well, my bad, Nala. So, currently I'm working on this character for a recent like mobile game that I'm like building. And I could do this. Skip tutorial. Like I said, this isn't a normal stream. Come on, iPad, work for me. Work for me just a little bit. And there we go. Thank you. Welcome in. What's poppin'? Yeah, so I tried to make the design cute. That way, when you're playing with the robots in the game, you care more about like not harming them over everything. So That was the biggest thing that I wanted to focus on for all of the design work. So, yeah. The premise of this game, it's a puzzle game. You have like these three little robots that you can control. And I need to turn on a setting, X-ray joints, just so I can see those legs in there. Yeah, so you control these three little robots and like accomplish missions together with them. But they have like one hit health, so it's like if they die, if they get hit, they die immediately. Okay, let's see, if I hold X and then I do a little snapping action, it's like almost there. Click off this thing, click back onto it. Like, can you just give me a solid number and not skip around? Like, what are you attaching to? Okay, there's that snapping. Alright. They're friendly bots. I think that's the spot that I need this in. Let me check a 360 and checking all the different areas to make sure. Nope. Okay, so this one's in the right spot, the other one's in the wrong spot. So I'm just gonna delete this one altogether and make sure all the pieces are there. That's there. Okay. So I'm gonna go up here, do a little rigging setup, and then mirror the joints. That window's not showing. It's okay. That's my right arm. Apply. There we go. And that should fix it. Perfect. Okay. So I tried to make sure that everything is aligned properly. There's the angle that I need. Let me do this mode, this one right here, dropped it. Perfect. There's some weird automatic snapping. I don't know why it's doing that, but you know, it is what it is. Is there like a mode on that I don't know? Select object, snapping, live surface, none of that. Okay, none of that stuff is on. Alright. So ideally, all these robots will combine into one solid thing together. And I finished with the arms. Now I need to work on the bottom part. So I can hide this part. Go to this and unhide it. Alright. So there was something I didn't do when I did this because I didn't expect it to actually have all the components of a normal like foot. So I was like, it's okay. I don't really need to add anything else. But as I worked on it, I was like, nah, I should definitely add, if not a whole foot, make sure that everything is like more so realistic or works at least functionally. And there goes the iPad. This one, it can be translated there, but the Y is up. Okay. Nala, we have to work on your timing. That's what we have to work on. Alright. Okay. I'm coming. One second. Oh my god. Okay. Why is it snapping weird? Alright. Give me a second to let my dog out, and then I'll come back in here to figure out why this thing is snapping weird. Like every stream. It's like I would be sitting at my desk, practically just working, idling, waiting for stuff to render, and then the moment I get on stream and start talking, she's just like, I gotta go use the bathroom. Okay. And right now, she decided, out of all moments, that all she wants to do is just sniff grass. I don't even think she needs to go out. I think she wanted to go bark, and I told her before she went out that she couldn't bark. And now she's like, she sees me standing there, and she's like pretending like she's like doing things. Like she's literally pretending like she's like actually like trying to go use the bathroom, like sniffing, looking around, and just standing. And I'm like, okay, Nala, I see what you're doing here. You're not slick. Doom doo doo doom 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 doom. She doesn't need to have. She can have fun when I'm not streaming. Like she chose the wrong moment to go out there and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna sniff around. I'm like, come on, I'm waiting on you. You can sniff later on. I'm watching her. She went off to the side of the house where I can't see her. Like she already knew. She knew what was up. That's why she went ahead. All right, back to the action. I'm working on a character today, so we're not doing a normal stream. Today I'm working on a 3D model. Um, yeah, that's what today's stream is. Let me see. What is grid snapping for me automatically? So I'm working on a character for this mobile game that I'm working on. And right now I'm just building out a rig so that everything functions. Because ideally, when I move this leg and move this part right here, it'll it'll move the whole foot. So it's giving me like the background of like game development. So whenever you have like a character in a game, you have the thing called a model. Yeah, thank you. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to crunch through as much as I can. Oh, I think I know what it is. So I'm gonna try to crunch through as much as possible. It's still only snapping to like ones. Let me see. I think it is this. Is it set to snap? Retain component, joint oriented, reset tool. There we go. Let's see. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. It was like snapping for some reason, and I'm like, I need you to stop snapping. But yeah, the better part of my day was spent like trying to make these like hinge looking pieces so that when the knee bends, it bends in the proper spot. So a lot of this stream is going to be like just slightly adjusting things so it like makes sense when bending happens. And I'm gonna delete the whole other leg just cause like I don't need this. I'm gonna have to remake it anyways. So I need this to, let's see, if I turn on here, because I want them to rotate and look correctly when they rotate in the spots. So let's go back to this mode. This should rotate in the right spot. Then I'll have like the foot rotate there, and then this one like right here. And this piece right here, I'll separate it. Doop. Okay, that's separated now. Okay. Move this up here. And I need to center the pivot. That's on snapping too, isn't it? Okay. Where's the window? Where is the window? Let's close this one out, close this one out. Where's my window at? To be honest, I was working as to become a doctor at UCF, and while studying, I really got tired of like the space, to be honest. The space of like medicine was, it just wasn't what I was expecting or nor that I wanted. And one of my friends was actually studying game development, and I talked to him a little bit, asked him like how does he like it, and luckily when I first started school, I studied, I had like a lot of art classes, so it actually helped out when I transitioned over from medicine to doing game design. And I ended up switching over to it the summer of 2013, 14? 14, 13. One of those two. I ended up switching over, and I just like doubled down on like focusing on like making sure I learned as much as I could, like, and from there I just continued to just do game development, and I love it. Every second of it, all the stuff. It's the role that I do is focused on problem solving. So I spend a lot of my time fixing bugs, finding out what other people are having issues with, and try to make sure that they're not blocked or they're not stopped from doing their work. So I still get to help out. Like, I consider my role as the medic of the game industry, because we spend a lot of our time like helping and fixing other people's problems. Oh yeah. Like I've always been that way. As a kid, I always liked puzzles and like challenges and things like that. Like things to keep me mentally stimulated. Uh, Cause I would get bored really easily in school. Mainly because like a lot of the stuff that they wanted us to do, I would catch on pretty quickly to. Oh yeah. I think I need to go one row back in order to get the effect that I want. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Cause I want, where are my joints? There we go. So if I do this way, I can actually bring this back to like around here, yeah. I'm on the wrong one. You need to go here, mesh, boolean, difference. Other way around, other way around. So I need to select this one, then select this one, edit mesh, difference. There we go. Like I chopped that a little bit too early. And I need this front part to be a little bit wider. How's everybody's day though? What did y'all do today? Anything eventful happen today? I did the same thing twice. Alright, so now I need that cube that I made originally to cut off this part of the foot. So I'm trying to make sure that wherever the foot and this new spot aligns at, that it makes sense so that where this is going to be where the foot bends. Nice. Okay. What's the next project? Okay. I shouldn't have done what I just did, but it's okay. It's okay. I can make it work. I didn't realize that the box wasn't big enough though. So, because I don't want to actually have to do any type of correction on it after I'm done doing this. So I'm just gonna make sure that the box actually cuts off all of that. There we go. Because I have to think about this. That's the action that I'm going to have the foot do. So if I'm going to have it do that, I need this piece to be a little bit further out. Okay. And this piece, I'm going to take these two here. I'll move this object up a little bit. And I'm going to move this back and then grab all of these pieces. And then bring this down like so. And I want this to snap to the next vert, which is down here somewhere. I hope that's the bottom vert. It doesn't look like it's the bottom vert, but okay. Make sure everything aligns real well. Okay. Lovely. Okay. So right now I'm just trying to make sure that this encloses when I finish this up. I want everything to like close pretty nicely. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna hold this right here, and then I'm just gonna drag all these in like that. Oh wait, I don't need this bottom one. Who is summoning me? Nope. Okay. Okay, so I want to explain a little bit of stuff that I was talking about last time, like on stream when I was showing y'all Dishonored and I was playing through Dishonored. Let's just move that there. Make sure I can see this. Welcome to the stream. I'm so curious. So last time when I was playing Dishonored, beforehand, I was talking to you guys about how they fake edges and they like make things like look more rounder than they are. So like in the game, what they will do is not a circle. There we go. So what they'll do is they'll get like a box like this, and they're like, okay, yeah, this is our box and what have you. And generally what they will do is they'll make this, which we'll refer to as the low poly, and it just means that it has less sides or less polygons. So these are referred to as polygons and faces as well. So when you hear someone say, oh, this thing looks like really low poly, it means that it has less faces on it. and it looks low fidelity. And then if I actually click off of this and you look at it, you see these hard edges. Generally when you see that, it's like, oh, this thing looks really low poly, it doesn't look really rounded. But in the same vein, I could take this same box here, move it over, and so this box is like, okay, same box, but I can go here and I can just select all the edges on this box and then bevel it. And right now it doesn't look really nice. It's like, okay, it looks kind of like janky, uh, almost like a dice. But if I reduce how far this is out and then increase the segments, like since this isn't going into a game, I can like boost it up to that amount. Now this looks like, it looks a little bit nicer, it's a little bit finer, those edges aren't as hard. And what they will do in game design is they'll take something like this, take this, move it to another software, and take the curvature from this and bake it down onto like a sheet and then project it onto the cube to make it look rounded. So in the game you get this, but it's taking the information from this to make it look like this, or it's taking the information from this object here and projecting it onto this to make it look rounded. Does that make sense? Everybody following along? Did I lose people? I wanted this to stay standing, but it fell over. What is that? Okay. And I'll remove those. Yeah. Back to creating a foot. Okay, I'm gonna unclick that one and then merge these in like that. How would I do this? This has to have the same amount of edge loops that the top has in order to get this to... Okay. Where's that? There's still one over there. And I missed one down here. I accidentally selected. There we go. Because it's truthfully what I want it to look like. And there's a face here that I don't need, that I see. Or let's see, I'll just merge that vertex over to here. And I'll probably break these vertices as well. What's poppin'? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll break this vertex here in order to change my edge flow. Because I'll take this one and point it. That's fine. It can point there. Because I'm just going to move it anyways. Just going to point there. I Another edge. I constantly have to just like jump around or click off just to make sure that I don't do that, because sometimes it'll do weird things and I'll mess up stuff and I'm just like, dang, I really did mess that up. So I want this to merge here, and then I'm gonna add more edge loops. So connect this one to this one, take this one, connect it to this one, and then this last one. I can leave it without it, but just for the sake of my flow of how it already is, I'm just gonna connect it. Yeah, that looks perfectly fine. Okay. Just because I don't want to do something like really janky, like make these lines go over. I'm just gonna merge them into a singular point. So like this one's not necessary, but that one can merge there. And I'm just gonna go halfway. So, okay, and then I'm gonna take these all the way down. So the back of the foot will look like that. And because I don't want to actually like sit here and do that all over again, I'm gonna isolate this. There we go. I'm gonna cut it in half. So I'm gonna delete this half of it because the right side is the side that's fixed. It has all the stuff that I want on it. And all I'm gonna do is, while I have the model selected and the pivot's in the middle, I'm gonna go to the top and modify this, or no, edit, duplicate, special, and then what I want it to do is, it's not duplicate, it's mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. So I want to mirror this, and I'm gonna tell it merge based on the edges, and my axis is on the X and negative, and apply. Let's see, did it accidentally give me multiple faces here? Nope, just looks kind of weird for now. Alright, let's just make sure nothing broke that was pivotal. Blah, blah. Words. UV, let's see, automatic. Nope, it's still kind of weird. Okay. Let's do one more check, and if not, I'm gonna undo what I did. It's harden normals. Yeah, something weird there. Let's undo. Let's merge based on the vertices and try that again. There we go. Oops, nope. I want to do on the edge, but it gives me weird stuff. Object. Yeah, see, it gives me like weird stuff whenever it merges this way. And I know if I look at the UV map and do a planar map, it's not the UVs, it's just the way. Okay. Yeah, it's doing something janky. It should look like the previous one. Let's see if I could stop it from doing the weird merge, because everything else looks good. So all I'm gonna do is select this, exit, Click here, click here. Hmm. What happened there? Why? Did I miss a vertice when I was merging things? Let's see. And then I'll do the same thing for over here as well. And if it gives me an issue again, I know what I'll do. Something did happen when I did that last one. Okay. If it's gonna force me to do weird stuff, I'll do weird stuff. No skin off my bones. I'll lift this up, go to vertices, and snap down. It is what it is. Okay, and now I'll do the vertice. There we go. Okay, and there's like a little issue here where this is going up. I'm just gonna snap it to the lower ones. That way it's flat. And I'm gonna do an offset adjustment to my pivot. Why? Because I want to see what it looks like when it does the motion. So if I'm thinking this is going to be like around here and I want it to pivot up, I want to make sure that it's not clipping as it pivots. So I need to see how much room I need to give this. To stop it from clipping. Alright. Pain. Alright, I'm gonna fix this. Just look at it right quick. And see if there's anything I can salvage from this. There's another vertice there? Is there a vertice in between there? No, it's not. Okay. And these vertices on the bottom, I could just... I'm gonna snap this. So, if you make games and you're like watching this and you're like, yo, how does he snap? It's a button on the keyboard. If you hold V, it'll make it snap to a vertice. And if you hold X, it'll make it snap to a grid that I have that is way too small over here. Oh, it's here. Let's make this 10. No, make it 100. Apply. Make the scale like 500. Apply. Let's make the axis color. I usually change all this when I first open a program, but I just didn't do it this time. I think that's I make this subdivisions of 10. Make this 10. No, that's too small. A hundo. Much better. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Okay. Like, I want to maintain the shape without causing issues. Like this one, that one's not even necessary. It's just adding noise to this, so I'm just gonna remove it by merging it down and look for any other ones that do like weird stuff like that. And this one, like this one, for some reason gave me 3 on that side. Okay. There's not really much more that can go directly down without like making weird shapes. So if you notice, all my shapes are squares. When you're doing modeling for games, you generally want to stick to like quads, which are shapes with 4 sides, hence the name, or tris, which are literally that, triangles. Why? It makes computation of the models in the game read a lot better. Whenever you have it read otherwise, it does cause issues. Here. And I think this side checks out, the other side doesn't check out. So I need to get rid of something. I'm gonna try to get rid of this one and see if it messes up anything. It does. Boop and boop. Yeah. So what did I do? That and then this to make that into a try. Does that look weird? Yeah, it's okay. So some of these things that I'm doing, I wouldn't necessarily do as a rule. But this is a mobile game and the characters are gonna be like really tiny. So it's like I'm just trying to make it look clean, but to be honest, just for practice, but like the characters are gonna be really small on the screen. You're never gonna be this close to the foot. So I can do a Nintendo where I can like kinda like phone in some of it because of the size, and if I ever see like an issue in game, I can always go back and say, okay, I'm gonna remove that thing that I did. I really don't want to make this smaller, so I'm just gonna connect all of these here. And I see that there's another one that's like doing weird stuff here, so I'm just gonna try to merge it. There we go. And then add slices to here. Okay. Did I get... Oh no, I did another cut. Was it here that I did the cut? Right now I'm just trying to make sure everything's the same. So it's like, yeah, that's where I did the cut. That makes everything smooth. And then The rest of these I just linked over here just to maintain my like beveled edge. And for this, I just want to make sure that I use the same material on the whole thing. There we go. Actually, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, let's isolate this. And I'm going to, ooh, I did not mean to do that. Undo.
それはかつて聞いた。お前にとってのそれは一体何なんだ。ただ、お前のそういう
Come on, undo. There we go. So I accidentally hit a button which reduced the amount of faces on the model, and I did not want to do that. Really? There we go. I think that's too low. So I'm thinking that if I shrink this a little bit, it would reduce clipping a little bit more and give me a little bit more space to bend the toe. So that's why I'm going in here and just like deleting some of the stuff that I did beforehand. Like I'm thinking if I made the split from this point and just drove it all the way home and did this and I'll do from here to here to here, here, and here. What I'm going to do is drag this down to here, drag this down to here, and then I can remove that extra one there. Drag this one here, this one here, this one here, and then the last one, I'm gonna hold that snap and then snap. And then I'll go into like edge mode to harden that edge. That way, boom, there's no weird stuff there. Object mode, and then when I put it there and try to rotate, I get a little bit more bend. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the bottom. That way I have a little bit more space to do the things that I want to do. Yo, welcome. There's a lot of people here. Hey, how's it going? What's poppin'? I'm Mario Hero. So going around the corner. I don't know. I think my bot's still in there. Okay, yeah, it's still in there. Okay. So I'm gonna do pretty much the same process. I'm not gonna use that one that high. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. So just gonna go over here and just delete that. And let's do it again. So I have to hit this edge, hit that edge, bend the corner, this edge. Oh, good plan. Oh, it's because, did this not do like a 90-degree bend on me? It didn't. That's why. I was like, why is it? It's a slightly down. It should go straight across like that. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's good. Are all points accounted for? Have some triangles in there. And I can actually, this is just a small nitpicking point for me, is I can like remove that. Instead of making this go here, I'm gonna make my edge loop go from here to here. And like, I don't have to close this one in, but it's just to make it look cleaner. Like, it looks way cleaner to look like that than to just have like one here, and then you have like this face like just like that. So there's this thing called clean topology where you want to make sure everything stays looking clean, and it's nice, uh, because later on when I try to do any other additional work to it, that is gonna it's gonna account for a lot, and I want to make sure that I'm like keeping that in mind. I think we're good here. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. And this is like me artificially making an edge. So I'm just gonna click here and then sure. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and then here, fine. Okay. So we're gonna do the same process, is grabbing this and then click off so I don't have any highlighted, and then I'm just gonna merge down on both sides. Trying to just maintain the same steps that I did for the top part. Then I have this one vertex that's sticking out over here, and I'm just gonna hold my V key again, snap there, and then snap here. And I think that's good. And we're gonna go back up here and harden the edge one more time. Alright, so we can go and show our foot again. And because this is no longer touching the ground in the same spot, I just want to move my pivot. So I just hit the D key. I don't know if there's anybody who like is interested in modeling, but I'll say the stuff that I'm doing just in case you didn't know. But I press the D key, I can move my pivot wherever I want to, and I hit D key again, and I can use it again, like moving it around. So now that that's there, I'm gonna check some pivots. Holding the J key, I can get like a nice snapping or nice rotation on that one axis without it hitting other things. Okay. So I might just move it like right around here. Yeah, I like that. That distance is really nice for me. Now the only thing I want to do now is I want to make sure that the foot has like a little opening in there for that step to happen. So this whole time I've had this like round shaped foot, and I can do one or two things. I can either make some extra edge loops in here. I'll make extra edge. Did it select the ones in the back? It didn't. Thank you. So I'm gonna test this. Like, does that look weird? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that looks weird. And I'll select these vertices and like try to straighten them up because I'm gonna delete this whole line. But I want to make sure the vertices are lined up first before I do that. Thank you. Like I want to make sure that everything like makes sense for the most part, because like I said, it's not going to be that close, and I might just be like going way too like deep in the sauce on like all this stuff, which is fine. I'm okay with doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, not on that one, on this one, and just gonna delete these faces here. And then I'll go back to the normal mode, and I'll take this vertex here and I'm gonna snap it to this. Okay, and then I'm gonna select this again, and I just want to make sure that I'm getting like a nice range in there. Like, yeah, look at that, that's nice. And it's a slight clip. I'm okay with that slight clip. It's okay. Will I ever do something like this? Probably not, but just in case, I'm gonna delete these faces here. So deleted those faces there, and then let's finish up the foot. Is there a hard edge there? Did I make a hard edge there by accident? I did, right here. This edge is a harsh edge. Let's see if I soften it, will it fix it, or is it still gonna give me an issue? Okay, nice. And I have another one here that I'm gonna soften over here as well. So let's go ahead and soften that one. And this one. Like, I want them to have a little personality as they idle too. That's the thing. Like, I want them to actually like do certain things like while they're waiting. Like the screens in the front, they're gonna emote with different faces. So like if you like die, they all emote with the face. And like giving them range of motion is something that I want to like stay true to. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Draw edge from here to here? Yes. Even though I don't think it'll go across here because I cut the line already. That's fine. Will it? No, it will only go here. Okay, that's fine. I at least know where the line is gonna be at, so. Okay. Select the vertices. And that's the whole point. I want to make sure that like, if you kill them, you're gonna feel bad about it. Like you're like, oh man, I didn't want it to die. Like that was an accident. What did I do? Okay. unselect that one and just move these two. Because what I'm going to end up doing is I'm not going to keep these lines going how they are. Almost like I'm going to do like a connection here. I don't like that. That's better. Which one did I merge? This one, this one? And then... It's like, please insert 1/4 to the angry bot. Actually, I was gonna say I can merge that, but I can't merge it. Okay, so let's get these edges. Okay.
ガトーが俺を利用したように、俺もハクを利用していただけのことだ。言ったはずだ。俺たち忍びはただの道具だ。俺が欲しかったのはあいつの能力。あいつ自身じゃない。
And what I'm gonna do with these edges, it doesn't need to necessarily keep the angle. So I'm going to try to find an empty spot. That's a sweet spot for these. Go to vertices and just like merge them. And then I'll fix their angle in a second. Merge to center. Okay. And what that does is it just finds the average between the vertices and puts them together. That's all it does. That's all I needed to do, to be honest. I don't need the top face to do anything, and the bottom face. All right, let's fix these lines right quick. Okay, so these are the vertices that I need to fix. These ones right here. Like, actually this whole row. I'm just gonna grab all of them. And this one seems to have some weird stuff going on. It's probably because it wants to be smooth, but I'm going to like harden the edge. And all hardening the edge does is makes it so that the edges aren't trying to look curved. So earlier when I like soften the edge, it makes it so that it doesn't have a harsh edge. I want these to have a harsh edge since they're the corners. So if I do this, I soften those. I should have hardened those. Alright, looks like it has another edge that... Who's the issue? Let's see, select this face. Averaging doesn't do it. What is it? I don't remember. Set face? There we go. Cool. And for this weird shape here, I'm just gonna append it. It's okay. Select that side, select this side, press enter, there we go. And I don't necessarily, you're never gonna see the inside of there. I lied. Okay. Okay.
しかしこんなもの手に入れるものの大きさに比べればどうということはない。
Alright, I'm just gonna close this up. Like, I don't care if it clips on the inside of here, I just don't want... I don't want it to have a hole there that, like, if you look at the bot from the front where it does like an emote or something, I don't know, dance, I don't, something. I don't want it to see in the inside like that. Okay. That fixes that. It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna save. Yeah, I'll save a face. Let's save a face. Yeah. If I bevel this, would it break something? Let's see. Let's see. It may have to remain as is. Let's see. Save. Boop, 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 bot 2. Save. Yes. Okay. What's that look like? Let's go and unselect it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that to the other side. That looks way better with the little bevel on it. Okay, what I do on that one? I did a 0.9 with a 2-segment. Okay. I went all the way around, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. 0.9 with 2 segments. And for this, I'll do the same thing. Just like click around the edge. Oh, I still have to fix this. What am I talking about? I have to fix this. There's a whole Ingon here and I haven't even fixed yet. I'm just like, oh yeah, let's go around, go to the other side. Gotta fix this Ingon. Talking about adding bevels and stuff. Doom, doom, doom. I do not like that at all. This is. I like the top the way I did that. The top looks good without me bothering it. Let's see if I do this one and this one and then to here. I don't like the shape. I have no choice. So here? No. Yeah, it's just gonna go down there. Cause I like how crisp the top looks, like it goes straight across. It's like really nice looking. It's just the bottom part. There's actually an edge loop here that I don't need anymore because I box it off. And Oh, I used the term and I didn't define it. So, uh, when you have a shape that has more than 4 sides, it's referred to as an n-gon, which is a no-no when you're making a model. So you generally want to avoid adding n-gons to your models. Sometimes it causes issues in the engine when it's trying to read it. The engine will automatically try to calculate it for you, but it may make it look very weird, give you hard edges that you don't want. So ideally, you want to avoid using n-gons in your model. That's why when I looked back at this foot, I was like, oh shoot, got a whole n-gon there that is not okay. Alright, we're gonna do the same bevel that I put on the other side. Ooh. Or not. A 2 with a 9? Ooh. Did I miss something? Why isn't it... Can I overwrite this? Will it let me do that? It will let me do that. Yeah, don't tell me how to live my life. Oh shoot, nope. What's going on there? See that? Oh. Mm-hmm. That's what broke it. That's what broke it. Everything else was looking fine until that one right there decided that it didn't want to hook into the right spot. Okay. So when I select the edge, there we go. Other side. There we go. Is this one having weird stuff happen too? Let me know. Bevel you again and see what happens. It's still kind of not as like good. So let's see if I crank this up to 2. Let's make sure all the bevels are there for the most part. And I want to unhide the other one. I'm gonna force this to go higher. 3. Let's turn on this. So, okay. 4. 5. Okay, I think 5 is the sweet spot. Let's turn this off and let's look at that. We have a hard edge in there. Let's clear that up so it's not distracting. And let's see. Okay. 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 Boop. 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 All right. So now I need to adjust the bones. Save again just so nothing breaks on me. And this one, just gonna do this and then jump back over here. So before when I put this bone here, I had an idea where I wanted the pivot to be at, but I see that I want the pivot to be here. So all I have to do is go here. I'm gonna hold the V key again. I'm just gonna jump up a little bit, jump over here so that it matches there, and I'm just gonna move it up slightly. All right. And because I want some bending in here, I guess, no. So I'm cheating a little bit because of the angle of the character and where like the knee's gonna be at. I'm not really gonna worry about too much of you seeing the bottom of this, because you will see the knee for the most part when it does this jumps, but you won't see anything else from there. And just to prove that this is all like correct and what have you, I'm going to combine this together. special, apply, there we go. We have both our feet here now. I can go to this thing, select the faces. Actually, I'm gonna undo that, but what's happening here? What's happening there? There's like 2 screens or something weird's happening here. What's going on? Let me look at these UVs right quick. Shell mode. Select this whole face and apply this screen material. There we go. That fixed it. Okay. I think that's fine. I'm gonna select all this stuff, open it in the engine, and we're gonna look at what this looks like. Just a little look dev, just to make sure everything looks the way we want it to look in game. So I'm gonna save one more time, file, export. Characters, where is it at? Is it in the geo folder? Yeah, geo folder, characters. And this is good old Probert. Don't judge me for the names. Each of the names has a meaning. The head did not get any updates yet, so I don't have to re-export that. But Gabbit did get an upgrade, so I'm gonna just re-export a good old Gabbit. Actually, is this face correct still? No. I can still select the shell and apply the screen material onto it, and then actually I'll select the whole object, select the Gabbit one, do a little cleaning up before. Where is it at? Is it under custom or polygon? There it is. Clear the history, go to attributes, make this one red, go here again, select the shell for the screen, make the screen material. Okay, and then I'm gonna select this whole body, file, export, and Gabbit. Okay. Alright, so I've exported both of them. I'm gonna open up the project right quick. And let me switch over screen so that you all can see what we're cooking with over here. Double click this and boom, done. No? Oh wait, I chose the wrong thing. Hold on a second, my bad. It won't let me pick a screen. It only lets me pick like the actual like window. Okay. So this is the project. I'm going to turn off the collisions, and this is what I was talking about. Like when you play inside of the game, this is how far you are away from them. So like you really don't get to see them up in close proximity. So I'm going to just go here and just re-import them right quick. So go to my arc, go to my characters, go here, re-import and fix, and then right click on this one, re-import and fix. Alright, so here they are in game once again, and I'm gonna go to my sandbox level just so I can like test things around a little bit. So yeah, save, because I just imported them again. Alright, so here they are in the game. And you turn off collision on here. I was testing something earlier. And I'll probably like mess around with the screen material a little bit later on. But yeah, let me go back over here. So it looks like one of the feet, the material was set to like, oh, oh, it's inverted. Okay, I can fix that. So is it like that in the screen?
そうさ俺なんてこの世界と比べたら
Does it show you guys? Is it showing you guys the right stuff? Is it like flipping back and forth? No. Okay, it is. It is. I just wanted to make sure that you're getting both perspectives and it's not just showing you only one thing. Okay. I'm just gonna set up some stuff on their actual imported one, just so I can see things. Why does this have 3 materials on it? What's this? The rest of the body, the screen, the legs, and I'm pretty sure this one has 3 materials on it too. No, because the arms are the same color. Let's see. Yeah. Screen, that. And I'm just gonna throw a material on this just so in game I can see what it looks like. So we're gonna just, that's that one. Then it's body. That's a translucent red. And I know this says, what? Okay, there we go. So that's that one. This one, the screen is that one. So I'll throw on this one to it, and then I have a yellow I could throw onto there. And until I get his legs in here. Where's my gray at?
It's just the two of us. I'll always be there.
Is it under the white box folder?
To climb over.
Yeah, your legs can be bent. It's okay. It's actually
What big brothers are for.
really bright in comparison to the previous. Let's find out where that material is. Nope. It's just very bright. Okay. This is very bright. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Like, make it more yellow. Alright. Okay. So, since I did that adjustment, I now see like what I need to like work on and like tweak and switch. Like this guy, I need to bring this to here, and I need to modify in the blueprint his height. Actually, I'll leave it there because I did lift it off the ground inside the program. So if I were to actually, you know, simulate this in game and push play, the camera angles are still the same. So like how I was saying, you won't get to see the foot on that one. Like that's the angle that you're gonna see. So you won't see underneath it. You'll just see that, okay, it's doing whatever. Oh, that's right. I changed the logic for this. This is something I was working on last inside the game, which was having it to where the characters can bend corners. I can show you a little stuff, a little something, you know. This is a game dev stream, so it's okay for me to nerd out about game dev stuff, right? Okay. So like this is like one of the maps. Let me make sure that that didn't break anything when I full screen. Looks good over there. Okay, we're good. So the whole thing is like you can like rotate around the space and to interact with puzzles. So like this is me like trying to figure out a set of puzzles inside of here. And I need to make sure that like these guys can still move around in the space. Like that's the thing that I was having issue with. The collision in this one is not working like it's supposed to. So. And that's like another thing here. It's like, oh, it's not actually doing like the rotation right. And like that was the last part, me like figuring out how to like implement this new like puzzle mechanic in order to make the game experience a little bit more interactive and fun. So yeah, I'm gonna go back over to Maya and continue working on the rest of the stuff. Now that I see it in engine, look dev, it looks good. So when I start doing like the modeling or the texturing, which is the process of putting actual colors and making it look exactly like I want it to, I would know already how it looks in engine. So like this part, I think it turned out well. Like even that looks really good, and I think the silhouettes read a lot better than they did beforehand. I'm gonna make this one look a little cooler because these two, like, they have like these hinge joints, and this one doesn't really have anything, but it's just the head. So I might like add like some type of thruster on the back of it, or like its ears are gonna have like thrusters that like jettison out. Something's happening to that one. All right, so let's switch my screen back. There we go. I don't know why my GeForce overlay opened up for my graphics card. It didn't fire on. Okay, so what I was saying beforehand was, did I minimize that? I did minimize that. So I started doing this stuff for this without actually going ahead and just like, you know, doing the UV process is what I was referring to. Is it open or is it closed? Like, what's going on here? This thing is moving very slow. Okay. FPS is good. My RTX is not kicked in. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna hide that and jump back into doing the stuff that I was doing. So the next part is UVing this, and then I'll be done with the bottom base of this. I don't think this is gonna show up. Show the whole thing. Why would show additional settings? Yes, capture cursor on this. And okay. UV editing. There we go. Perfect. Luckily they have like a mode for this so you can actually see it, because it's like it's a pop-up window, but they actually have one that is available for me like to adjust. So I have my foot here. I'm gonna separate these just for the sake of doing my UVs. So we have our foot. This is when I was talking about Dishonored and working on Dishonored, or looking at the models in Dishonored, I talked about how the edges were sharp, and talked about how they like unwrap the model into like a 2D space, kind of like if you ever seen those boxes that you can like they're like characters and you like fold them into like what they look like, and they have like the designs on different sides. Or if you think about like a dice where it's a box and you have like all the different surfaces, this works the same way. Like if I had a little bit more time, I would like pull up a box, a dice texture. I'll have one ready for our next game dev streams just so I can show you. But with this, I'm just gonna do a planar map. So you see how all those UVs that were there like went from being all spiderwebby to looking like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the perspective. So right now it defaulted on the Z-axis. I'm gonna take it on the X-axis. And when I do it on the X-axis, it's pretty much as if I were in the window like this. So both of them are like almost one to one. The only difference is uh, the snapshot of this kind of made it more sort of like to fit the space. So I have to do a little bit more to make it look the way I want it to. One of the things I do want to do is, for simplicity's sake, I want to cut it down the middle. So because I don't have like a line over here, it's not gonna like evenly cut, and I'm gonna do what I did before. I'm gonna isolate it just so I can see what I'm doing a lot easier. So I'm gonna cut like this. So that'll cut evenly. When it comes to this side, I'll do a cut like this. Do the same thing with this other side. Cut, cut, double cut. And then that's how I'll cut this. And we're tool. So I like the newer version of this a little bit more because, oh man, it activated a cut tool. I just wanted it to cut polygon, cut UV edge. Go to shell mode, and you can see where I did that cut at. I now can separate this by sides. So I have the side, one side over here, and now it makes it easier. So when I select it, I have this side, select this one, have the other side, and then I have the middle part, which it doesn't really like project well that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Z-axis, apply it, and then I have like this look. Still doesn't look exactly the way I want it to look. So whenever you're doing this process, you'll do this thing called unfolding it. So I unfolded it. It kind of like messed with everything when I only wanted this one shell. So I gotta go check out my unfold tools. So let's see, unfold tools. Let's see, will that fix it? Yeah. So I unfold it again, and this is what it looks like. So this is the reason why when I was doing it, I'm like, hey, those faces, the shapes mean things. Let's see, where's my grid at? Here it is. I want to see it. There we go. So this is the UV space. I don't really know what the UV space means. I had someone ask me that when I was teaching this, and I was like, I don't know why they chose UV. But it is what it is. It's just, I just took it as what it is. I think it's like vertical and horizontal, but I think I ended up looking it up one time, but just forgot because I was like, I don't even know why it's called UV. I just need to know that it is the UV space, and that's what it's used for. So if you see this one over my model, you can see like these squares are all stretched out. So whenever those squares are stretched out, it means that when I start putting textures onto the model, it's not going to show up correctly. It's going to show up crooked. And how these lines are how the lines will show up. So if I were to like paint them, they will like actually show up like kind of like zigzagged. And my goal is I'm going to try to paint this on my iPad because there's 3D model painting software under Procreate. I'm going to see how it goes. If I don't like it, I'm just going to use my normal one. But for the thing that I actually unwrapped or like unfolded, you can see over here, look at those boxes. They look pretty nice. Up here, it's a little janky. So I might try this. I'm just going to do another cut to relieve the pressure that's there. So cut the edge, select the whole shell, select this shell, and then I'm going to unfold it one more time. Let's see what happened. So it relieved a little bit of the pressure, and what I could do is I could look at it this way. So best way to determine whether or not your stuff is stretched when you're doing UVs is to turn on this distortion mode, and it's just like a heat trace. It shows you where it's red, it's really stretched, whereas white is the best, and whereas blue is like it's getting there. So you're having a little bit of stretching. So it'll progress from white to blue to red to a deep red. And this one right here, it's not the best. There's still like some level of distortion in here, as you can see by the colors that are shown on here. And I can show them both at the same time. Like there's minor distortion down here, but up here is where I'm getting the main bit of it. So what I might do, and it's this, it's whatever that is. Oh, I know what that is. It's from the bevel. Okay. It doesn't like what it did with the bevel, which is fine. I should have checked into this part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix this. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take these and merge them back into this spot right there. And that should make this like look way better. You can even see where here I lost some of that red that was in here that was causing distortion. So I'm gonna do it to the other side as well. Alright, so then same thing again. I go back to my it kind of got weird in there a little bit in some spots. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go to this edge and see if I sew it back together. Go to shell mode and unfold again. Look at that. It's completely white now. All those boxes are now clean, and this is like the last step in the modeling process before you take it and do like rigging, before you go up there and start texturing. You want to make sure everything's good here. So I fixed that one. It looks nice. It looks kind of like a turtle. I'm not gonna hold you. It looks like a turtle. Now I'm just gonna go through the rest of it. So I already know where I'm gonna cut on this, and it's not because it's like, oh, I've done this before. It's just because like it comes with experience. Like you do this enough, you're like, okay, I know where I think I'll cut it in order to get like the cleanest version of this that I want. So I'm gonna cut right around this edge and make sure it didn't get anything. I think that's good. And then over here, I'm gonna cut this edge. And cut. And then over here, I'll just do the same thing I did before. I'm gonna move it. Did it not cut? Hold on a second. It didn't cut because it's all still together. Okay, let's go back. And cut. Why aren't you cutting? Oh wait, hold on a second. What's that? Extra edge. Oh wait, it did cut. That's it. That's it. It's just this one didn't cut. So I can actually move this one out the way. But this one, go to edge mode. And it didn't cut because there's a small spot right here. As long as there's an edge still together, it won't cut. So there we go. We have our cut. I'm gonna unfold this. It's probably gonna still have some noise at the top, but we're gonna see once I unfold it. Actually, nope. That was like a clear one. Do we have any distortion up there? We have a little bit here, minor distortion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm most likely gonna cut this edge. Is my cursor showing? Yeah, it's showing. I'm gonna cut this edge and then unfold it again. And I can do that over here. Just double click there. Cut, go to the shell. In the newer version, it's way better because this actually is like its own thing where it pops out at, and I don't have to keep going back and forth to this window over here. So that one looks a little bit better. This one's a little bit better. I'm gonna now project again from another place. So what I'm gonna do is go here, get my planar map, and then I'm gonna project from the Y for this because it's at the bottom, which will give me this shape, and unfold that like that one. Hold on, we might be up. Yep, we're up. Look at that. And then if I turn on my grid and I look at the model, you can see like, okay, we have squares all the way around, they're looking nice. I look at the bottom, squares all around, they're looking nice. This front part, we just need to project on it again, so I'm gonna apply the front. Nope, Z. There we go. So this is what this part looks like, and then I'm just going to unfold it. And there we go. So that's me doing half of it, and for the most part, you might look at this and like, oh look, the cubes are a little bit different, they're different sizes. So what I will do here is I'll grab all these faces, and I'll go to my polygon menu, find my layout tool, or it may not be in here, it may be somewhere else. I'm used to using a newer version. This one's just like an older version. I'm gonna update it before the next time I do this. Let's see. Where are you at? No. Where's this at? So there's usually, just so you know, there's usually a button that you can press to lay it out on the grid. But I don't think the older version actually has this. No, they have to have it. They have to have it. Let's see. Let's do some hover action. What do you do? Display off. Align UVs that way. Snap to the UVs. Unfold. Automatically moves UV to a better texture. Okay. This just rotates them. Move shell. Yeah, that's crazy. No way they did this. They did this by hand in the past? Dang. That was a struggle. Yeah, that was a struggle. Man. I don't think aligning would do it either. No, aligning doesn't do it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just like lay them all out, and the newer one has like a button that just click it and it automatically formats them to the main grid. So what it will do is essentially it'll size everything down to fit into the first UV space. This one down here. And it would also automatically make sure all these things had the same textural density. That's what it's referred to as, is textural density, where all these will be the same size. That way when you draw a line from one spot to the next, it doesn't scale up. When they're different sizes like this, that means that, actually I think I could show you too. So you see how that is that big, but if I take this piece and put that on there, see how big that is comparison to it? Like, you don't want it to be like that big, especially if I'm gonna take these two and like if I line them up like this and I'm like, okay, I want this edge to match up with that one. Like, look at that. It doesn't match. So there were tools that they made in order to help you out with this, but like I said, I don't know how to do it with this set of tooling because I'm using my toolbar, all of the things being there. This is more about relaxing them. And there was like in the newer one too, you can like take the actual size and you can put it on every single one of them. Move shells, move UVs. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe this one will do it? No. Oh, is that it? No, that just ruined my UVs. So you see how like I fix them and now they're like stretched out and stuff? No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not going back a step. Let's see. Let's see what this tool is. Uniform. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Let's see. And then we want a little spacing on these. Let's see what else. Free rotation. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. I'm trying to. Whoa. Doing too much now. Let's undo all of that. So, shell layout on the grid. Apply. There we go. That's it. I lost the shell. Okay. So now I know that the layout tool is hidden behind this thing, which I have to go and do like all this weird stuff where before it's just a button. But now all of my grids are, the squares are all the same size, and that's best practice. So, and the one that was left out in the dark over here, now I need to do the same process for it. But after I'm done, I can relay out everything. Hopefully y'all learning something. I'm just not over here like just chatting my scream's ears off. Or at least teaching y'all new stuff about game dev that you didn't know. Okay. And by me doing the first one, I could just cut this the same exact way that I did the last one, and I'm all good. And the reason why I was like, oh wait, I don't want to duplicate my other one before I do this is because I can take the same information from this one and use it once I duplicate it. So I think that I went to the top line of that. I did. And I want to make sure I grab that one spot that was like right in between. So grab edge. Oh, definitely moved and went to the wrong spot. Okay, there we go. We're back on track. And then I'm gonna do another cut. And then I'm gonna go to the shell here and unfold. Nice. Then while in shell mode again, I'm just gonna, excuse me? Oh, I missed one edge. I missed one edge. There we go. Cut that, go to shell mode, and then, oh, no. Just gonna unfold these again. Is this the unfold button? That is the unfold button. Okay. So that's done. Gonna select this shell, and then I wish I could like drop this menu into, you can't even see this menu. Okay. UV, we're gonna go to planar map. You wanna give me my option menu? Thank you. Gonna planar from the top. Then we're gonna unfold that one. That's done. And then the last one that we want to do is this face here. I'm gonna apply from the Z and then unfold. Select all these faces here. And then what I want to do is go back to this tool and apply. And now it's done. So I did that for one, and I will have to do that for the other part of the foot. But for the sake of the stream, I'm gonna end it here. Oh, that went for 2 hours. Ooh, it's 9 o'clock. Oh goodness, I kind of get like really into like the game dev stuff whenever I'm working. Like I'm in the zone. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this stream of me going over like modeling, doing UV stuff, doing some look dev in the engine, and previewing the game a little bit. I think I'm gonna end here so that I can eat dinner, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for an art stream. Dev stream? I think I said I was gonna do a dev stream in the morning too. We'll see. We'll see. I might stay up a little bit to knock out stuff that I did on this, but we'll see about what ends up happening. Alright. Thank you everybody for joining the stream. Like I said, hopefully y'all enjoy this game dev stream. It's a little different than my normal streams. I'm usually just drawing spray cans as for the streams, but I was like zoned in and focused in this game dev stuff today, so I was like, I can bring this into the stream. So yeah, I thank everybody for joining me, and you could be anywhere else, but you're here with me right now, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Hopefully everybody eats, stays hydrated as well, and until next time, as always, Hero out.